afternoon. I'm Sue Conklin, the Puppy Nanny, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how to keep your kids safe with dogs. We're going to show you a game that we play, and this is a game that you can play with older dogs and with puppies. And our first demonstration is going to be Anna with Peppermint Patty. Patty is 3 months old, and so this is how we start this game, which is that we start by teaching the puppy to sit for a hand signal, which is that you're going to keep your hands to your chest, and the puppy's going to learn to stop and sit. So Anna and Patty will demonstrate a little bit about the beginning stages, which is that she'll show her a treat and she'll move away from her a little bit, call her to come, and then have her stop and sit again. Now Anna will get a little more excited and she's going to kind of encourage her to move a little bit. Patty's not real impressed, but but she will stop and sit after Anna stops. There we go. So this is again to show you that you can start this game with a puppy as young as 3 months old, and they can start to learn this behavior. The reason that we use the signal of bringing both hands up to your chest is that if a child or an adult is afraid of a dog and the dog runs to them, very often they're going to hold their hands up and back up. And so if your dog starts learning that hands up to your chest is a signal to sit, it's much more likely if they run up to somebody who's afraid than the person who does this, that the dog's going to stop and sit. So Bates and his family is going to show this same exercise with an older dog who's learned very well to stop and sit quickly. And Bates can begin to run around a little with one child, and then we can add another child. And each child will practice on their own, and then once the dog has the exercise down and he understands what to do, then we can have both kids run around a little bit. So we're going to try to have both of you kind of run around a little, ask him to play, get kind of crazy, and then freeze. And Bates will sit and wait for somebody to give him a treat, and then he'll wait and stay and wait for another treat. Okay. Okay, so we'll show one more time with Bates getting a little more excited and happy, and then freeze. He's not quite sure who to look at. There we go. Good. And then Annie will walk up and give him a treat. This is a great game to teach dogs to be able to stop and not jump on people. So you may notice that we use food for training our dogs, and one of the things about using food for training a dog is that the dog has to learn that food is a reward, it's not a bribe. And that our dogs learn that they can't mug us for food, that they have to wait for the food to be given to them. So one of the things that Bates can do is he can actually hold a piece of string cheese in his mouth, and he can then give it back when he's asked. He can also leave the food that's being dropped on the floor. Again, that he can not move if the food's dropped on the floor until he's told that it's okay to take it. So we're going to have him now hold a piece of string cheese, and he's going to hold it and not eat it and wait until he's asked to give it back and drop it. So again, he learns that food is his reward. It's not something that he just gets to steal and take. Thank you, Bates. So we're going to show a little bit of Bates's kind of repertoire. Bates shows in a dog sport called Rally Obedience. And Rally Obedience takes traditional obedience skills: heel, sit, stay, lie down, and come, and puts them in a course that at a dog show you follow the course and you do this what's on the signs. And so we're going to show some of Bates's exercises. One that's called a come front, which is where the dog comes and sits in front. And then we do, this is called a return to heel. So he goes back into the heel position when he's asked to. You notice that he will heel and pay attention to his owner, and he will kind of stay in the heel position going forwards or backwards, and he can also stay in that position if she turns around, and she can do actually a full 360 and turn all the way around, and Bates will stay in that heel position all the way around. Oh, I think that was 2 360s. So let's try a little downstay and see if Bates will do a downstay, and we'll have Mary walk out to the end of the ramp and wait for him. And he knows that he's supposed to stay no matter where she goes, and he's been taught that he doesn't get up until she comes back to him. Good job, Bates. So we're going to take you kind of back to the beginning again with Anna and Peppermint Patty. For those of you that weren't here before, Patty is only 3 months old. She's the little fuzzy one. Anna's the tall one. And Patty has just learned, she's learned her sit pretty well. She's just starting to learn down. So Anna will show you how we work with teaching her a down, where she's going to follow the treat to the ground and learn to lie down. After a while, we get rid of the treat and she just learns the hand signal. She also gets treats while she's lying down so that she learns to stay there. A down is not very helpful if your dog hits the deck and then pops right back up again. So we work on teaching them when they lie down that they need to stay there. And if they stay there, they'll get some more treats until we use a release word, and that tells her that she's all done. She can get up now. And Patty's also learning to walk on leash and stay with Anna while she walks on the leash. Again, we're going to start with some treats so that she knows that if she follows along nicely and pays attention, every now and then she'll get a treat. She'll learn how to turn around. She says, oh, there's somebody at the end. And you notice she keeps checking up with Anna and looking at Anna, as we call that a check-in behavior, and that's a really important behavior to teach puppies when they're learning to walk on a leash. That if she keeps checking in, then she's going to get a treat every now and then, and that helps keep her close by and walking the way she's supposed to. So we hope you've enjoyed our demonstrations on Go Crazy Freeze, and with working with everything from baby puppies up to dogs that compete in shows. And we encourage you to play with your dog more and have fun with your dogs, because that's what we're all about. We have a little tagline, which is life is short, play with your dog. So thank you again, and come by and talk dog with us anytime. Thank you.